Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Dawn Baker.
And I'm Mike Seelam. Tonight we are meeting the dog who was dragged by his owner's car last week through a Rincon apartment complex. The man seen in that video arrested last week. The woman driving the car was not. Following day, Effingham County seized the dog, and it's been at the Effingham County Animal Shelter ever since. Our Madeline Bierster has been following this story from the very beginning.
She joins us now in the studio with more details on the very latest on this case.
That's right, Don. Mike, the community really showed out in support of this dog, protecting Ollie after seeing that horrible video. Countless people have reached out to law enforcement. I've received so many messages regarding Ollie's story, and today I got to put a face to the video so many of you have seen. Ollie is a super sweet dog. Shelter employees believe he is no more than 2 years old. He was very timid and scared. He didn't want to get near anybody or let anyone touch him. He was very skittish. Shelter staff tell me Ollie had no injuries when he came into their care on Thursday after being dragged by the car on Sunday, and he's been adjusting ever since.
They don't know where they're at. It's easy for a dog to get stressed when they're in that kind of environment. So I think the dog is dealing as best as it can with the changes that it's had in its life.
Last week, Rincon police charged 35-year-old Clemente Neary Jr. with animal cruelty, a misdemeanor, after we aired this video. Investigators say this is Neary tying Ollie to his girlfriend's car before she drives off. He was released from jail on a $3,500 bond. Conditions of Neary's bond included surrendering the dog to the shelter, but that didn't happen.
The conditions of his bond were that the dog be surrendered to the shelter. So that's when Rincon PD asked us to assist based on the court order from the judge, so we transported the dog to the Effingham Animal Shelter.
While the investigation is ongoing and Neary is due back in court at some point, the mother of the dog could get custody back of Ollie because she was never charged. According to the police report, she says she didn't know the dog was tied to the car. Effingham County Humane Enforcement says they commend everyone who continues to speak out when they see something going on in their community.
I don't ever want to discourage anybody from not calling to make a report. If you see something, then say something. If you think a dog is being abused, or any animal for that matter is being abused, then please call and just allow us the opportunity to investigate and to look into it.
According to Georgia law, the penalty for this misdemeanor of animal cruelty in Georgia is up to 1 year in jail and a fine of no more than $1,000. We still don't know if Ollie will be placed up for adoption right now or if he'll go back into his mother's care. For now, reporting live in studio, Madeline Bierster, WTOC News.